Well, hello KOP family. I find myself here at the Spring City Armory, and I'm thinking that no trespassing sign behind me is not for me, that clergy somehow are exempt from that. So, what am I doing here at an armory? I'm here because in our lives we spend so much time thinking about how we're going to armor up, whether it's the weapons we need to fight with, to protect our families, to protect our livelihoods, to protect our health, to protect our church, to expand our church and fight Satan. And we neglect the greatest weapon of all, prayer. This Sunday's lesson is entitled, Before Anything Else, Pray. We want to put first things first at the King of Prussia Church of Christ. And that means that we've got to be rededicated to praying together. This Sunday, we'll be taking a look at God's call for His people to pray. Paul writes in 2 Corinthians 10 that we have weapons the world doesn't fight with, weapons that can demolish strongholds. We'll be looking at prayer as one of those weapons this Sunday. During our children's worship, which will happen while I'm preaching on prayer, our youngest children will be learning about the 10 Commandments. One of the greatest weapons we can give, the greatest defense that we can give our young people, is the power and knowledge of knowing God's will for their lives. They'll get that during their study on the 10 Commandments. In our Sunday school program, which happens an hour before our worship at 9:30, we have our youngest children learning about Jesus' claim that He is Lord of all. We're then going to have our youth learning from the book of James, talking about temptation, how we fight temptation, and how God uses trials in our lives to build perseverance. Adults will be back in the 8th century prophets with Jonathan. That's going to be another great study, learning about how God's prophets are relevant to us, even today. I hope you'll join us this Sunday at the King of Prussia Church of Christ.